Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to ZSR Main. We've got ourselves another match of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Upstarts Tournament 2025 here. We've got a semifinals match. This is game 2 between Vaughn and Sigil. I'm Star, and joining me on comms tonight is Nightcrawler. How are you doing?
They say time is the fire in which we burn. And that's why this is going to be a fire speed run between Sigil and Vaughn. Anyone in chat get that?
You lost me.
Yeah, it's a little before your time, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. These upstarts are coming up in the world.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup here. We've got ourselves two pretty good runners here, Vaughn and Sigil. Both made it all the way to semis. Sigil took game 1 last night. We'll see if Vaughn can force a game 3 or if Sigil will be moving on to finals. We'll be going here shortly, going to set them off.
Gonna say hi to chat real quick. Hey, Nitsu, thanks for dropping in. Nano, Beluffy. I feel like I put the letters together wrong there. Kirby fan and Pub Time. What's up?
Yep. Alright, should be going here shortly. Anything particularly you want to see out of these flags? I actually don't remember what the flags are for this tournament, beyond, I assume, relatively standard of some flavor.
Speaking of standard, we got the standard Link. Although, of course, Vaughn is in his more maroon color for the standard color.
Yep. And we do have a P1 just near start.
Nice and easy. Splitting up a little bit. We got the proper King's Tomb up here. No hit there.
And Rudo with life in it on Sigil's side, also near start. Looks like we're starting at the eastern end of a dried oh no, this is a. I was gonna say, look like a dried canyon, but that's actually a caldera map today.
Yeah. A little bit of bullying from a gorilla. That's what you get typically in the beginning of the game.
And trophy in the west. Okay. Go east to find the magic key. Good to know.
Vaughn wants this. Wants the experience from this blue gorilla here. I don't think he's gonna get it.
No. Alright, going to update back to start. Looks like that was the backside of Jump Cave, which will take us to the western side, since the caldera is hammer blocked right now from this side of the map. Yeah, Sigil's found our first item cave of the seed here, and a bridge continental connector. We'll see where that goes after this, I assume.
Alrighty. Wonder what's gonna be in here. The anticipation is killing me. And what's killing Vaughn are, yeah, 2 red Dairas throwing axes in the back of his head.
Yep.
200 experience. That's pretty nice for a Daira.
Yeah, good for some early levels here. Up to 213 right now, and ooh, a nice glove.
And Vaughn being smart, going to the glade, the Stonehenge, before going into Medicine Cave, and in fact, not going into Medicine Cave yet. Going to check the town first, trying to get some resources. Well, not much to get in Rudo here. Wow, lots of
500 point P bag for Sigil.
Them some attack levels right there.
And, no. I'm not sure we want to dig too far into a River Canyon Death Mountain right now.
I don't know about you, but I do. So the logic doesn't currently, from what we've seen so far, have them going into P1. That might change shortly. But it seems like they might have... I mean, there's a possibility they might have to go into DM. Yeah, we got another hammer block down here.
Yep, hammer blocked item cave on there. And, oh, the Caldera entrance is not only hammer blocked, it's also blocked.
It's like, no.
The game really doesn't want us to go that way. But I think that's the south side. That's the backside of Jump Cave. Is just south of the Hammer Caldera entrance. So that should get us to the other side of the west.
Yeah, you're probably. Yeah, you're right. It's too bad too. I would have loved to see such an early Death Mountain.
Okay, yep. I haven't gone crazy. My Z2R is rusty because I've been commentating everything but Z2R lately. But I can't in fact remember what Jump Cave looks like. Great.
This randomizer is pretty smart to know going right to left doesn't require anything, but going left to right does.
Yep, yeah, that's how Dick Shake must have coded that whenever he when he was coding the original randomizer to account for that in logic.
Or do you know for a fact if that's the case? If it tells the difference between left and right? Because otherwise they might be going out of logic here. They might be skipping...
I'd assume it's in logic. Someone in chat can tell us if we've gone nuts, but I'm fairly sure it is. It'd be a bit of a logic oversight if it didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it could be pretty interesting if they're, like, according to the randomizer. Yeah.
And jump in Rauru, so that's a nice pickup here.
That'll let them get back.
Yep. Or they could just update.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome in, Alan. Welcome in, Bottom Feeder.
I don't think this is working. Nope. Game over for Vaughn.
Oh, too bad. Yeah, Nitsu backing you up, saying it's in logic. I just want to believe that the magic key is in Death Mountain, and everyone's going to skip it and have a terrible time.
Goodness, it would really suck if we have to dig this DM, because it's a river canyon. We don't have boots. It would be quite the dig.
Wow.
We do have our second Western Palace here, or I suppose our last. That's P3 or 6.
A little bit of... Oh, wow. Nice P bag there. 200 points. Not bad, not bad. Close to another level here. And we found Mido.
Spell and Mido.
They got the jump spell, so we can be picking up an extra Stibby Stab.
And go west to find the boots. Oh, we'll see if we can find those, although they might be hammer blocked over on the eastern side there. But if we can find that, that would make DM a lot easier to dig than it is right now.
Oh, don't leave your P bags.
Definitely don't leave your P bags now. So, and these flags especially got some pretty decent P experience here, and we've seen some 500 P bags too.
So Sigil's got a little bit of an advantage here, but it's not that much total time. It could be made up at this point pretty...
Nope. Kuma sits on the medicine. We're not getting the spell anytime soon.
Yeah. Oh god, he sits on the medicine. What kind of medicine is it?
Okay, Trophy Cave. This might be boots, because I think otherwise we're looking at DM. The northern side of the northern part of the western side is boots blocked, I believe, for Sigil, from what I saw of the map there.
Ooh, big play from Vaughn. They're taking on both of those red divers.
Yeah, nice. And Trophy in Trophy Cave is not the thing we wanted right now. Hey, Bacon. And actually, no, we might be able to go up and around. Second thought, my sense of direction is still as garbage as it's ever been, and here's another item cave.
Yep, heart container here. Heart container cave, that is.
I was going to say, we don't know if this is a heart. We might, decent chance this is our boots, but we don't know for sure.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
And nope, hammer pickup for Sigil. Well, that gets us that hammer block cave on the eastern side, at least.
Yeah, the one that they can get to without the boots.
But the other one they can't get to without they need boots to get to is the Caldera connector on the...
Oh right, it makes sense. Yeah. It would be funny though if the Hammer Cave gave them the boots to get to the other Hammer Cave, which Hammer blocked rather.
Oh, interesting. That's the... I did not expect that to be the backside of Fairy Cave.
Oh, and there's Saria. I'm sure you picked up on it, but that's a pretty cool little Saria over there.
I actually did not catch that earlier, but that is pretty neat. We haven't found Bagu, and I didn't quite get a good enough look at the map to know how to get to the southern side of Saria, as we get a raft as our final item on the west.
My gosh, there's so much experience.
We have so much, yeah. These, I believe Upstarts flags are friendlier than regular for experience, so... Not too surprising they have decent experience. As Raftile here...
Which side this is going to be? Oh, that's the good side.
Thunder and Saria, we'll take that immediately here.
I am curious if there's something on the other side of Saria.
There might be. Gonna get trophy for Vaughn. Chat yell at us if we miss something on the trackers, since we're doing the clickety-clack as well as the commentary.
Oh yeah, I forgot to be clickety-clacketing. Sigil already got that one, so I'm gonna put that there. Alright, bacon in chat. Yo-ho-ho! Just gonna be a little Korok right here.
Yeah, it looks like Saria is blocking off the northernmost side. No, not quite. Game might just be being a little silly. There's a south-facing cave up there that I'm not sure how you're supposed to get there. But we are in Pillar P-Back Cave here, which, this might be the... Yep.
Alright,
so
well.
I think that hammer blocked cave on the southern side we saw on the non-boots blocked hammer blocked cave we saw on the other side. I think that's actually the other side of Fairy Cave.
Oh, okay.
Sigil has so much experience he doesn't even bother going back for that P-Back.
Hey, we can check to see what's on the side here. Is there gonna be anything? We're not checking, okay.
I think Sigil's seen all... We've seen all towns, so I don't think he cares, actually, on second thought. And Reflect in New Kasuto. 5 magic jars for that spell, or item, Brain.
Get your Reflect.
Yeah, actually, I think that south-facing cave there for Vaughn is a continental connector, actually, because I think we've seen... Yeah, I believe that's a continental connector, and it's going to be a complete dead end, because we've seen all item caves, we know where all of our connectors are going, and that can't be any of those things, so, game's got jokes. Vanilla like East, it looks like, as well, as we find P3 or 6.
Game is going to open up pretty wide pretty soon. As soon as they get Fairy or the Magic Key, they can start diving into palaces. There's not a whole lot more that they need.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going for the clip? Got the clip? Impressive.
Nice. And yeah, we're really only missing the Fairy spell to just start doing palaces at this point. Fairy spell already key. And the Fairy spell must be available. It's Nibiru or Old Kasuto, and we... Actually, no, it might not be 100% guaranteed accessible, but it's most likely accessible. It's probably Fairy spell or Old Kasuto. It's Nibiru or Old Kasuto, and we probably have access to it here on the east, unless the River Devil decided to be rude, which would be funny.
Yeah. Alright, Vaughn's got his Jordans.
If he got a hint for the medicine, I did not, or the child, I did not catch where it was, although according to his personal tracker, it's on the east.
Alright, we got another item cave here.
Yep, sunken pea bag cave for Sigil.
Some love.
Container. We know from hints that the Any Key and the child, I guess, are now both on the east. One of them will be in... not... They... Oh, actually, never mind. I'm just thinking too far ahead of myself. Yeah, let's use boots to get around this east a bit. It's vanilla-like, but there's a lot of water here, as our river devil friend is, unfortunately, not too helpful today.
Man, that guy, he's got the best job in the world. He's supposed to guard the bridge, but fortunately, Link's not interested in using the bridge today.
Nope, we've got boots. Reflect is going to be coming here shortly for Vaughn. Now we've got another town for Sigil, which is going to either be fire or fairy. And it's
we are less than 16 minutes in, and Sigil's good to go into palaces. I mean,
he's not just good to go into palaces. He's in terms of his inventory, he might be in go mode aside from magic containers.
Oh my gosh, that Moa. That Moa was taking blood.
No, they did not start with a cross they don't start with a cross, no, in brackets of Upstarts. Sigil's gonna try and see if he can just walk up the middle here, which he cannot. Usually you can't in vanilla likes.
That was a cool looking little cove, but yeah, nope.
And death for Sigil, as Vaughn is heading up north instead of heading west. So Vaughn is going to miss his fairy spell for a bit, because that's in the southwest corner, as we just saw for Sigil.
That's a bit unfortunate, but he might end up finding magic key or something.
He could. Magic Key is on the east, as, Oh, this is kind of funny game. This pasture cave put Sigil in the western middle part of the map, which looks to be our only way to the Valley of Death, and he has another random little cave here. Okay, a couple caves, actually. Fire for Vaughn, as Sigil finds Risen Peabag Cave next to the Valley of Death here. And Beepity Beep needs to not die.
Get your water, Vaughn. I'm a little excited here.
Oops. And there's a child in Risen Peabag Cave, so not the any huge is probably good for Vaughn, because Vaughn's not getting to this cave at the moment with his eastern route.
And it's fairy.
Ooh, fire fairy.
Links.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, never mind the not getting fairy issue for Vaughn. He's got something that's much better than that.
Yeah, I wonder if Sigil's gonna go in and get fire at that point.
He might. I mean, he's still at Magic 1. And we had only 4 magic jars. Thunder might not be castable for a bit. I certainly wouldn't mind. Fire Thunder, Fire Fairy would be nice. He also is down to his last life, so he is doing some very fancy footwork to dodge, but would like to see our last palace on the east here if he can.
Oh, there we go. That's kind of the thing he wanted.
Yeah, not gonna complain about my magic jar, that's for sure. Although, yep, there's that dead-end cave, as expected. We do still need to find Maze Island, which is locked behind the other connector cave, wherever that is, which might be in DM, as we do find P4 for Vaughn. And he's just going to go straight in.
Hey, that's the way you do it. You know, you're ready to go, then just go.
Yep.
Invisible Mo's in here. Oh! Sorry, that kind of cut in and out. He's on his last life, huh? Getting a little dangerous.
Yep.
Nice with the fairy there.
Yeah. If he keeps going east, he'll find P4. I'm just not sure he'll live long enough to get there.
Ah.
That hurt might help a bit.
Yeah. I'll say. Vaughn's taking some lefts here, first choice. I guess he's trying to find the item.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and there's an up A for Sigil getting his lives back.
Back. Oh, what? That was weird. Vaughn came out of that door, like came out of that side of the room right past the door. Like he had to squeeze his way through there. That's weird. Oh, but a death.
Got a 1-up from somewhere though, so still has 3 lives. And Sigil's going to get Fire Fairy here and be pretty happy about that.
Getting juked by the Stallfus a little bit. Hopefully he, you know, gets that under control for the future.
Well, Sigil will find out it's Fire Fairy once he gets some more magic levels, because currently it costs 107, so he's not
my
casting...
gosh! That's funny. This looks like an item room, Vaughn's saying right here. And he might get double levels out of this palace, too.
Looks like he might, yeah, depending on things.
Yeah, get that B-bag first. Oh, beautiful for him.
Oh, he will not complain about that magic jar there. Hasn't gotten the one that Sigil found yet, so he'll be happy to see that. That'll also get him into the spell tower in New Kasuda, which might be our any key because it's hinted on the east and we haven't seen it yet.
True. And Spell was in Rudo, right?
Spell was in Nido, and Medicine's in P5, right. Which is who knows where. We're not getting that.
Guma sits on the suppository. That's right.
We're not getting that anytime soon. We haven't even found P5, so...
Good leveling so far from our boy Vaughn.
Yep, up to 455 for him. Sigil at 425. But it won't take Sigil too long to get those magic levels.
Yeah. This is a dead end here. Now, Vaughn took a bunch of lefts to get to that item. I wonder if Sigil's going to find that magic container.
Sure, he doesn't necessarily need it, but it would be nice to have, for sure.
Yeah, I know he took lefts here. Interesting. You know, I'd be kind of tempted to walk it and get the P-bag that's right here. Oh, it's a key. Okay, well, it still might have been nice, but it's all good.
And we do have a Karok for Vaughn.
I think he was still on one of the left paths when he found this, so it could be a while before Sigil finds it if he takes the meta route. Oh man. Oh, he's got 2 lives left. He's good. Oh yeah, he's not gonna double level here, unfortunately.
No, not quite, but he doesn't necessarily need it. A 455 is pretty decent levels for your first gem, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing pretty well here on Card Karok. This can be quite a bit of a troll. Certainly a lot harder than vanilla.
Yeah. No more autopilot.
Nope, but there we go. Very nice.
Forgot he had a key. It's all good. And that was a big kiss from that fairy. I'm sure Sigil doesn't mind that.
Alright, Vaughn's cleared P4 now, so he is going to head out. We know our other 2 palaces on the east are going to be Valley of Death, which Vaughn hasn't seen yet, and then P3 or 6 in the southeast corner, which he has seen.
Well, so far, Sigil has not tested fire.
Nope.
How's it going, Mayo? Mayo? Mayo. There we go. Or Mayo. Sorry. It's been a while.
And Sigil, interestingly, decides that he is done with P4, save quits all the way back to start.
That's an unfortunate time loss there. I'd say that Vaughn actually has the advantage now.
Vaughn, I think, definitely has the advantage. I'm a little uncertain why Sigil didn't just clear P4 while he was there.
Well, we got another pink palace.
Yep, P1 is certainly pink, alright. Although a darker shade than what
P4, yeah. Just a little darker, yeah. Especially with that background tile.
Yep.
Yeah, hot pink is, hot pink is something that people sleep on a little too much now. Hot pink is pretty cool. I'm a fan. Immediate item. So we don't have to look for that anymore, that's good. What? Did he nope out of that? He didn't check it, did he? Huh. I feel
what was the item in 4? I didn't see it.
Oh, it was a magic tinner. So Vaughn has 6 now because he picked up the desert one too. Why did Sigil not... I feel like I missed something. Okay. I feel like he didn't check the item in P1. He just saw the room, he went into the room, but he didn't check.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Oh man, missed the jump.
Vaughn heading through the Valley of Death now, so is going to find out what palace is here.
Alright, well at least there wasn't much of a walk back to get back here. That is, unfortunately, GP.
No, we're not doing that one.
Bet he wishes he could.
Sure wishes he could, yeah. He's gonna up A back to start and then go clear our western palaces.
So now they're both in P1. And I feel like Sigil's seen most of P1 by now, so he probably knows exactly where to go to get to the horsehead guy. Greetings, Muck Police in Raikkonen. You know, I almost never see someone actually go for that item up there. Oftentimes it seems like they don't have upstab, or they don't have glove, or it's just a jar. Speaking of jars, that's all
That's
there
why
was. Yeah.
it was just a red jar, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he saw it, but I guess he did. I don't think we saw that as a hint, Aloysius, but
I don't think we
yeah,
saw that hint.
something happened.
Pretty sure we didn't see that hint. But I might be wrong.
Alright, so that's a gem place for Sigil, and he's going to be picking up life 6. Yeah, Vaughn was about to miss that jump, and he's like, uh-oh. Time to fix this.
And we are into P2 or 5 here for Sigil. That's P5. We know that this has the medicine in it, although I'm not really sure that we're going to necessarily bother going to look for it at this point.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to skip this. I mean, it's not... Oh, well, actually... Yeah, no. See, it's, even if it were magic key, it's not worth the time investment.
No, I don't think it would be.
I mean, have we seen all the continents on the east? Are we certain about no Three-Eyed Rock Palace? I don't remember seeing a Three-Eyed Rock.
I don't remember either, and we don't need it, honestly. We've seen all 3 eastern palaces.
Okay, that's good.
We've seen all 3 eastern palaces because there was the Valley of Death, P1's in the northeast corner, and there was a 3 or 6 in the southeast, so we've seen all of them.
Yeah, so there's literally no reason to pick up any more items in the palace unless it's like a magic container or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nerve-wracking bounce there. Alright, 5. Guma's sitting pretty on his sensitive medicine. Welcome in, Zero Wing.
Welcome in.
Oh man, what if the Link dolls were voodoo dolls and they could get hit and make you take damage? That'd be terrible. You gotta pick them all up before the enemies hit them and kill you. Yeah, I saw the Link doll flash when Sigil got hit. That's kind of was like that kind of made me think that. You know, the first thing that comes to mind when I hear the word voodoo is a 3D accelerator. That was like the big name back in the day for PC graphics. Like right when 3D accelerators were like a brand new thing.
Mhm.
You know what happens when you hook up Zelda 2 to a 3D accelerator?
Hmm?
Nothing, because it's not a Nintendo, so nothing happens. Yeah, basically, Alan. Oh! Well, I guess he might have wanted that. Yeah, true. Chrono Doll. Right. Takes her place in time. Oh, that was an interesting. That was an interesting bounce. Oh, jeez, what's happening here? I guess Vaughn wanted that magic, perhaps. And Sigil found Guma pretty quick.
He did, yeah, but I'm still looking here.
That could end up clawing him back quite a bit of time, although I think Vaughn is on the route that Sigil was just on.
We are up to Magic 6 there for Sigil. Upping back to start makes sense. I'm going to go look for, I'd assume, the 3 or 6. That's whichever one of 3 or 6 is right next to start. No, it's on the western side. Never mind. Bad direction.
And yeah, you're right, Alan. That was a good fight by Sigil.
And here's Guma for Vaughn.
Oh, he went in for the for the very aggressive jackhammer and kind of half got it. It can be a dangerous. It can be a very dangerous time when you sort of half get the jackhammer.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, for luckily, so far this has been a fairly speedy seed. The seed gave them just about everything they needed to beat the game very early. The only question we really have, both our runners have everything in their inventory that they could possibly want to beat the game. To be clear, but we technically have not seen the Maze Island yet. It is going to be a continental connector cave that gets us there. We don't know where that is, but there's a reasonable chance, pretty decent chance, it's sitting in that Death Mountain. So it'll just briefly.
Oh!
Or no, actually, here it is. Huh.
Or it could just be right there. I was about to get excited for Death Mountain, but nope. Oh! Vaughn.
I thought that was the backside of Fairy Cave, so that's good. That's good to know.
I was getting super nervous about Vaughn with Guma there. One more hit. There you go. Okay. A little bit longer of a palace, and that kind of brings them a bit closer together. I'd say they're fairly close, all things considered now.
They are pretty close, yeah. Although we'll see how long it takes Vaughn to get to that maze. Since I thought honestly that might be the backside of Fairy Cave, so that was a surprise to me.
Yeah. That could be if he makes that mistake, it could be a long time before he finds that palace.
Vaughn is not done with the west yet. There is a 3 or 6 on the western side. Neither of them have gone and beaten, but not a big deal. P2 is going to be here on the base by process of elimination. And Sigil is going to take a quick look around with Boots to see if he can get a free magic jar or something out of here. Not unreasonable. only at 5 magic jars, but would like another one, and there's a pretty decent chance there's at least one of them in here.
Yeah, there's a very good chance of that, and
I don't believe Sigil finished 4. He safe quit out of there, for some reason. I'm not sure why, but he did.
I am a little bit nervous, yeah, about this hunt, but I mean, he got what he wants, so it was worth it.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much the best thing he could find there.
Yeah, and 6 magic tuners should be pretty safe. Oh, Vaughn didn't check that lower boulder block. Oh, but he's turning around.
He hasn't yet, no, but he might be going back, which would be good.
Maybe he heard me. Alright, there we go. Wonder if he's going to look for more magic or if he's just going to go straight for the palace. I assume straight for the palace. I'd
assume so, especially I still don't know if Sigil has seen Fire Fairy, but Vaughn certainly has that info, and as long as he can cast Thunder, which I think he can at Magic 6, I don't think he's terribly worried about magic at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see him pause so I can see exactly how much it costs.
I've been trying to catch their menus, but I have not succeeded at catching a menu for Thunder.
Sigil, I think mistakenly going down this path. It is a cool room, though.
It is a pretty neat community room, yeah. I don't remember seeing that one before, although I also haven't watched a lot of Z2R lately, so that's not saying much.
Well, you haven't dropped a beat.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, I've just been really busy with, well, summer's tournament season, and Z2R Upstarts is currently one of 7 tournaments I'm actively volunteering for. One of the others being, well, I'm counting Z2R SGL, although I haven't actually managed to catch a match for that yet because I've been so busy, but I'm trying to at least keep that on my list of tournaments I keep track of.
Yeah, I might.
And I just dropped in one of those and I just dropped a tournament, so I only just dropped a 7 because an 8th one just finished.
Oh man.
So yes, crazy time. But back on topic, I see Thunder is 63 points at Magic 6, so full 4 bars of magic almost, but it's castable, that's the biggest thing for our runners.
Welcome in Lemon Kitsune, Reactor, and Galen Amaranth. Dramatic bridge. Yeah, I love that. I love that bridge. I think everyone in the Z2R community loves that bridge room. And I've tried to make outdoor rooms and get fancy with it, like make a collapsed bridge or something like that. It just is not convincing. There's just not enough parts to make like a collapsed bridge look good. Unless there's, some configuration that I haven't figured out yet. Thunder equals 63 at Magic 6. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely good. Doesn't leave a whole lot of extra magic, but it should be enough for Reflect. I don't think they have Shield. Or at least Vaughn doesn't have Shield. So there's not a whole lot else for them to spend it on.
Yeah.
Shield could be. Have we seen it yet?
Shield's in Darunia, and the child's on the east, which...
Oh, didn't Sly get the child?
Sigil did get the child, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Sigil. I don't know why I said that.
I have no idea. There is actually a Sly in OTR, but he definitely does not play a Z2R last I checked, so...
Maybe I'm seeing the future. Maybe I'm some kind of oracle.
Well, I say that, and Sly hasn't been active in OTR in a year or 2 anyhow, so...
Oh, I see. Because he's been training to get good at Z2R before he steps in.
Ha!
This palace is a little on the long side. For a P3, that's a little surprising. Or is this P3? I might be mistaken about that. I want to see a pillar again. I've forgotten what window this is. I think this is 3. Oh no, it's 2. My bad.
Nope, this is P2. We saw Gooma earlier. This is definitely not the palace Gooma was in.
Oh no, I didn't say Guma. Link's training montage. I wonder if Link would lift those hammers that the Goomas throw around for his training. Oh, there's a tutti flute on Sigil's side.
Oh hey, flute of utter uselessness.
Yeah, we're not even gonna play it today unless we're feeling especially musical. But immediately past that is his helmet head with some uranium-colored curtains.
Yep, those are certainly quite great, and Vaughn's right behind him.
Oh, took a hit from the main fireball, which does more damage than anything else in this encounter.
Yep. And that death puts Vaughn basically right behind him, actually.
Yeah, these guys are going to finish this fight really quickly before their hair starts falling out.
In fact, actually, Vaughn pulling slightly ahead here, finishing off P2 just ever so slightly faster.
Yeah, good boss fight there from Vaughn.
Yep. And that's gem number 4 for Vaughn, 3 for Sigil. So Vaughn's basically beating P4 up on Sigil. I still don't know why Sigil just safe quit out of P4, but he did for whatever reason he did that for.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He should have had no problem. You know, nothing was blocking him.
Yeah, I've got no idea. I think to ask him about an interview, I guess, if he joins, because he'd be neck and neck with Vaughn right now otherwise, so I have no idea what that was about. But Vaughn's going to, but I assume both for runners, Vaughn and Sigil are going to head back to the western side of the west because there's a 3 or 6 over there. So that.
Yeah, the River Devil might say not getting by me without a flute, but I don't think anyone's listening, unfortunately. River Devil gets no respect, you know? It's the, what's his name? I get no respect. What's his name? Larry? No, it's not Larry. Rodney Dangerfield, there we go. Thanks, guys and gals. Poor Rodney Dangerfield's walking in town. Yeah?
I can't comment, actually, because I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, it's an old person comedian. I think he's been dead for years now. He was one of the more popular comedians back in like the 80s and 90s.
Gotcha. And yeah, he died in 2004.
Oh my gosh, has it been that long?
Just googled it.
It's too bad.
So yeah, well before my time.
He had a bunch of movies.
That doesn't help, admittedly, I'll be honest. Here's a cross in this 3 or 6, whichever one it is. We still haven't seen Windows. And we didn't have a hint for either. Okay, confirmed 3 now.
The cross is nice to have, but I think they're buff enough to go without. So, a little bit... Yeah, Vaughn skipped it completely. Sigil got it. It's going to be interesting to see how much use Sigil gets out of it, because, you know, it can go either way. It can be worth the time, but I have a feeling it's not going to be, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I have not seen Back to School. Sorry, guys.
Me neither. I'll be honest though, I
Caddyshack.
also just don't watch a lot of movies from any era, so
But you've
being
heard
out-
of Caddyshack, right?
I have heard the name before. I know absolutely nothing about it, but I have heard the name before.
I figured. Alright, we got the boss here.
Here's Rebo.
What are these colors? What are these colors?
These are very fall appropriate, I feel like, you know, leaves.
Yeah.
Pretty nice fight for Vaughn, and
Pumpkin
that's
Spice Palace. That's what this is.
yeah, that makes sense here.
Mirai had it. Man, I guess we're on the same wavelength today. I must have done something wrong.
Huh.
Spicy Cheetos. All right, yeah. I'm a spicy Cheetos guy. Dreamsicle. Oh yeah, dreamsicles. Mmm. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 667. Very nice level so far, and we got one more level to pick up. I'm sure that's going to be life 8.
Most likely, yeah. I don't think our runners are going to go out of their way for one of like the next magic or what attack level at this point.
Oh, Reactor, please tell me that ain't so. Salmon covered in pumpkin spice and ranch. That is 3 individually good foods that absolutely should never, ever go together.
No, I'll agree with you on that one.
That must have been what he ordered when he was talking about in the commentator Discord. Yeah, and missing the P bag totally makes sense here. At the levels they're at, their next level coming up, yeah, Vaughn was right to just ditch that P bag.
Alright, and here's Barbara for Vaughn.
Yeah, the pen is mightier than the sword, but like, is it a ballpoint pen, a fountain pen? Like, specifically, which pen is mightier than which sword? Sorry,
Good
swordfish. Swordfish kind of made me start thinking about that, but yeah, very quick fight by Vaughn. That was a powerful attack level.
Yeah.
Vaughn taking a while to press his button there. Shield Town.
I guess he might have picked up Child earlier. I don't remember seeing it, but I don't know why else he'd be in here.
Yeah, I don't think he... I didn't see him pick it up, but he may have. Maybe he just didn't get upstab earlier.
Maybe he didn't, because I don't think I saw the Child on the menu either.
So that's a little bit of time that Sigil's going to be picking up here, because he already picked up upstab. Oh, don't listen to community hints. Upstab is not a waste of time, guys. Upstab is a beautiful thing. What's up, Sonny? Welcome in. If you know the skip, well, there's more to Upstab than just that one room. And then, like I said, there's the hard upstab room, and then you know, it's very useful in killing focus, and it's good for getting through waffles too. I mean, your waffle rooms can often take you a couple more seconds per waffle room if you don't have upstab. Like, you know, maybe like 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there, but that adds up.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some very close. I mean, we've seen some very close races over the years. Sometimes the little, you know, 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there can matter if you finish, you know, less than 30 seconds apart.
Raikona's right. All stabs matter, guys. Doesn't matter if you're an up stab or a down stab, or even a side stab or a crouching stab. You know, we love all stabs here at Zelda Speedruns, right? Oh, the Moas are invulnerable. But hey, Sigil can see him now at least. Probably would have taken a hit in that encounter if he didn't. So that's a couple seconds he got back from the investment in getting the cross. Yeah, there are no backstabs here unless you're playing. I was gonna say unless you're playing Thief, but we don't have a Thief sprite yet. I don't think.
Not to my knowledge.
We got Fighter, White Mage, and Black Mage. I think those are the only Final Fantasy sprites we have.
5510 GP entry for Vaughn. And Magic Chart pick up. There's a okay. So Sigil back in 4 and is getting that Magic Chart now. I still don't know why he didn't just beat this the first trip, but he's back in any case.
Oh man, this is a nasty looking smiley face room, emoji room.
Yeah, chickens are not playing nice for fun.
No, definitely not. Oh god, just up at this point.
Yeah, up A and try again. Yeah, it's just this is right by. This is the first room basically. Up A, go get your lives and try a different strat.
Yeah. I think he tried a little bit of every strat, and that doesn't often work. You need to go with one
pick a strat and stick with it.
Yeah.
Well, Sigil shouldn't take too long, I'd hope, to find Karak. He saw most of P4 earlier, so he should have a reasonable idea of where Karak is.
Yeah. And if you can find him quickly enough. Okay, Thunder works. Oh no, are you trying to upstab him? You're gonna take a hit. See? You're too close. Oh no! Someone let the bird out of the bag. Okay, but he got him. No, only took 2 hits, so that's pretty good. Pretty efficient.
Oh, hey, immediate T-bird. Okay.
We're gonna have to take a death here, unfortunately, but
We'll just be able to up A after, since this is so close to start.
oh man, but does he want to? I would keep going. If I was having trouble with that first room, I would just keep going.
And he'll be down to his last life at that point. I'd up A just to get my lives back, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe check a couple rooms, but I wouldn't commit to doing too much of GP past T-bird here without up A, because
Well, I mean,
down to your last life would not be great.
it's just a matter of how much risk you're willing to put in, you know?
That's true.
For some reason, I read that immediate T-bird as immaculate T-bird, and I'm like, well, that's that's something.
That's a I'm pretty sure that's a possible race time room name, but
And I didn't see it Well, maybe I saw it in the corner of my eye. I believe Sigil did kill Karok.
I'd assume so, yes.
Unless he's just totally lost the plot.
I've assumed so, and have marked it for him.
Oh man, emoji room into T-Bird into waffle room. But he did decide to press on. Oh god, see? Jump, so useful here. Welcome in, pup time. And Golden Girl. Alright. Nice, we got a lot of people viewing us today.
Yep.
Alright, Sigil is almost a GP.
A little bit behind Vaughn here, gonna be about 5 minutes behind, but it's not over. It's not over yet.
Wow, Raikkonen. Yeah, I think the Beach Boys are all dead now. Unfortunately, just like Dangerfield. Unfortunately.
Continued no comment over references I do not understand at all. At 1:10:16 GP entry for Sigil, so just over 5 minutes difference on that.
Alright, well, Vaughn is on Beep Strats. Maybe he'll find a fairy soon, but he does have 1 life in reserve. Oh gosh. This spicy chicken. We gotta get above that flame. Nicely done. Just in time. Oh! But just survived. God, but getting past.
Very nice.
Oh god, the bots are coming. that would make me so nervous. The randomness of the jumps and the fire. Ooh, but he made it through, and he's not gonna have to do that room again, as long as he doesn't die a second time after this next time. He's clearly gonna die soon, but he still has 1 life in reserve, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Sigil made his way past the emoji room much more cleanly than Vaughn did, huh?
Looks like it, yeah, because he's on T-Bird already.
Oh boy. Okay, so on his last life here, it's another emoji room, and there was a blue bird in here, so he's gonna have to think carefully about what he does. Run! Oh god. You better hope that Fairy or Darklink is like really soon.
Yeah, for sure. He is, that's not it.
He had life. Okay, I didn't realize he had life.
Oh yeah, he went, he did go back to Rudo for that. I also forgot he had that.
I think it was a good thing that he stopped to crouch stab that bot, because I just got the immense feeling that if he tried to down stab that, he'd be taken out dead.
And a death at this point would be very bad.
Yeah, because Sigil is on his tail. The resource expenditure.
Oh yeah, the Sari block, not exactly the thing you want to see.
And it's been very linear so far. Is he going to go back and try to get that jar? I think he is.
I would, given how tight you are on resources.
Oh, beautiful. He got that jar, and not a slap in the face from a red Foca. And managed to cast Fairy and Life off that 1 jar, so he's at full resources on this life. And gonna make it past this room perfectly. Honestly, that red jar play kind of saved his bacon a little bit, I'd say.
big help for him, that's for sure.
Alright, but there was a 50-50 choice. Oh! And Vaughn made the wrong choice. That is a dead end there, so we're going to have to head left at that last intersection. That could be a chance if Sigil feels behind. Now, I don't think he's going to do this, but he could take an immediate left there. And that could more or less catch him up to Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. Nano B. Luffy asking if we're some Nintendo fans. I mean, I've been playing Nintendo since I was like 3 years old or 2 years old. Around the time this game came out, that's around the time I started playing Nintendo. Maybe like a year earlier.
Mm.
Gosh, another red jar. How generous.
Yeah, for me, I think I started kind of getting into games a bit as a teenager, maybe. Although didn't really. Although that was mostly by emulators. I didn't get my first console until adulthood, since my parents were not and still are not fans of video games.
Well, nothing wrong with emulators. Wait, just don't tell Nintendo that I said that. But yeah, I'd say Nintendo is one of my favorite video game companies, but it's harder to like them in recent years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've made some interesting decisions, that's for sure. Still going here in this GP, by the way. I'm completely lost by now. No clue what we haven't seen, but have no sign of Darkling, that's for sure.
I'd say one of the funniest things with the Wii was when people figured out you can just light 2 candles and use them as the IR sensors in quotation marks.
That's pretty funny. I don't think I've heard of that. I don't think I've heard that one before.
Yeah, they're not sensors at all. They're just infrared lights. The sensor's on the controller, so you just get something that's hot, and it works.
That's pretty funny, actually.
And even with all those resources... Oh, are you gonna risk it? Wait, I thought that... Maybe I'm misunderstanding what that room was. Oh no!
Ooh, that there for...
Now he's gotta go through an emoji room. Oh. We got Full Metal Alchemist fans in chat. FMA. That's what that means, right? Right, Mirai?
That is, in fact, what that means, yes.
But yeah, another thing with the Wii was that Nintendo, when they started doing their virtual console thing, people found strings in the ROMs that people were downloading on the virtual console. And it was literally ROMs that people had ripped and that Nintendo had, like, you know, given people, like, cease and desist and, you know, sued or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was the exact same files, and they denied it, but, like, the headers were there. The headers were from the community, not from Nintendo.
Huh.
Yep. So, like, Nintendo could complain about emulators all they want, but, I mean, they were literally using the work that those people put into you know, distributing those ROMs and stuff and ripping them in order to get their own start on the emulator scene. So, what were you emulating when you first played?
Game Boy, actually. Game Boy Advance.
Okay, I was going to say the original Game Boy was a little rough.
It was on my smartphone. And a lot of game which works fairly well for Game Boy. Pretty simple controls. You know, it's Game Boy games are designed for a smaller screen, so it doesn't look horrible. A lot of more modern games don't look great when you're trying to emulate them on, or really console games do not look good when you try to emulate them on the phone, I can tell you.
Oh yeah. Was the Minish Cap one of your faves, or what
Yes,
was your favorite?
It's been a while, still remember all the particulars. I do know I quite like the Minish Cap. That was my first Zelda, actually.
Nice. It's a very beautiful game.
It is good fun too. I like the rando as well. It's pretty fun.
I'd say the Sky Palace in there is you know, peak. I would say even if it, you know, mechanically was fairly simple, if I remember correctly. Oh, it did have the gusts and stuff, but it just gave you such a great feeling, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun casually. A bit of a pain in the randomizer, I can tell you actually. It's very large and very long and very linear, which
yeah, that's the unfortunate part. There were some gameplay decisions that might have been best made differently, like the Kinstone stuff, you know.
Kinstone's cool and idea, a little interesting in practice. But I did quite enjoy the game. And to the same token, Emerald was my first Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Emerald. Yeah, I sold a lot of copies of Pokemon Emerald at GameStop. Especially used copies too. Golden Girl's favorite Zelda is this one. Yeah, this one's got a lot of memories for me. You know, it was probably the first Zelda game I played, or maybe the second, which kind of seems, you know, self-explanatory, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite might be Majora's Mask. It's hard to say.
Majora's Mask is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is really cool. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Darklink, while we go sidetrack off various tangents.
Yeah, I don't see any way that Vaughn is gonna lose to Darklink here, so I think GG's in chat are appropriate right now.
Yep, this should be a GG's here for Vaughn, going to Forza Game 3, with a official time of 1:12:24.
Mirai came out of hiding again to put his GG's in. Thank you, Mirai. And Moko, thank you. And DK. Rubes, nice to see y'all.
And Vaughn doesn't have a mic, but he will be joining us here in chat shortly. As Sigil right behind will be finishing shortly as well.
Wow! What? Wow!
Yeah, I just
Holy
look over
moly.
and go, oh, okay.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, I guess he didn't take the meta route that Vaughn was. He must have felt a little bit behind to do that. Yeah, Vaughn, Sigil picked up quite a bit of time Like he started ahead, and then you pulled ahead. But there were like 3 places that he picked up quite a bit of time. Very nice clear time. About
GG's
a minute and 20, a minute and 16 seconds.
Minute 9 seconds, actually.
Oh.
120, 112, 24, 113, 33. Your final finish times. GG's to Sigil
Yeah.
as well. And
I was looking at that milliseconds, my bad.
I think you just failed math. No interview for Sigil, but we will have. Any thoughts there on the seed, Vaughn? Nice and friendly start. You guys got pretty much everything you could want to beat the game very early.
Yeah, it was a very close race.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from so double red Dyra, I yeah. You were
Yeah,
behind early.
you
Yeah.
were behind early because you had some rough deaths early. You basically were follow. If you watch back this, you watch this back. You were following Sigil for a good. Well, I think most of the first half hours, since the overworld was kind of linear, you were just following in Sigil's footsteps for a lot of the early game. But once you guys got into palaces, you started pulling ahead. In particular, we're not sure why, and we'll never know since Sigil isn't joining us for interview. But Sigil, for whatever reason, just Dave quit out of P4 without beating it. Haven't the
Yeah.
slightest idea why, but he had to run back there and and finish it, which is definitely part of why he's behind. Although I think he made up a few minutes there in GP since he was 5 minutes behind you getting in.
Yeah, also his P5 was a lot faster than yours. I think you had a palace that was faster than his, though. I don't remember which one it was.
I don't
One? I think
remember.
it might have been one. And maybe 3. I don't remember. But you did one of the palaces a bit faster than him, but his 5 was quite a bit faster than yours, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I got incredibly lucky finding the maze. Yeah, Sigil picked up that magic container as wait. No, did you pick up the 7th magic container there? Did I get anyway, yeah. Sigil ended up finding his 6th magic container in the maze. It was just west of that palace. Didn't find the 2nd item in there. Okay, yeah. So you both had 6 magic containers, but you shared one of those extra ones in common, but you had one that he didn't have, and vice versa.
Yeah, and yes, such and yeah, Vaughn. I thought that hammer block cave that turned out to be your uh maze connector was the backside of Fairy Cave too, and I was equally surprised when it turns out, oh nope, that's just hi, all right, that's go mode. I thought you guys would have to dig DM for it, but nope.
Yeah, Sigil actually stepped into that maze. He actually checked that hammer, sorry, that boulder blocked cave before you did, and so he stepped in there and kind of surprised us with that. And then you started going back to the west side of that continent, the west of the west continent. But then you kind of like doubled back and checked it. So that's what you mean by that was a lucky find, huh? Like that you doubled back and you're like, oh yeah, I should check that one cave. Yeah, I could see why you would be nervous. You know, it can definitely feel that way, and I think for Sigil it felt that way too because I wasn't watching the last bit of his routing, but he he got through GP a lot faster than you, and I think you took meta routes, so that means that he must have chosen not to take the meta routes, which is usually something that you do if you feel like you're behind. So he definitely felt behind as well.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I mean, if I were to put words into his mouth, which I probably shouldn't do, but Cave to Maison East. Yeah, that's possible. I think we were thinking about Death Mountain.
Yeah, because I thought we'd seen a pretty good chunk of the east, and yeah, I think we'd seen a pretty good chunk of the east, and I was, and we neither of you guys really saw it look in DM. You guys saw that it was there, saw that it was, I believe it looked like a river canyon, and you guys didn't have boots at the time, so you guys just both decided, no, thank you, I'm out of here, and never ended up needing to go back, thankfully.
Uh, you guys ruined my day. I was hoping for a Death Mountain required, guys. I really was.
Sigil did find the child for the shield. Yeah, I don't remember where it was off the top of my head.
Yeah, that first room in GP was kind of nasty too, wasn't it, Vaughn?
Yeah. That waffle room with the chickens was not playing nice with you, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was a very long P1.
Yeah, you guys were both in there for a while looking for the way out of it.
I'm glad you picked up the life spell, Vaughn. For your sake, because it was after your dive. Me and Zelda here, me and Star, we were just kind of like arguing a little bit back and forth about, oh yeah, should he up a day after Thunderbird? Should he not? And then you were about to prove me wrong because you were gonna die, but you cast life a couple times and you got some really good red jars and used that magic very efficiently, and you basically made that one life count for like 2 or 3 lives, honestly, as you were
Yeah.
proceeding to explore.
hmm
Yeah, but that emoji room was nasty. But it wasn't. It didn't really let up much after that, did it? There was like a waffle room right after T Bird, and then there was another emoji room later. Yeah,
Yeah, Fire Fairy definitely helped. Sigil got Fairy first, then Fire. I think you found Fire, and I don't know if you ever actually saw Fairy Town, come to think of it. But
no, he
Sigil
got
took a
it. He
little
got
bit.
it.
Okay, but yeah, Sigil took a while. That took a little bit longer to check, I think, for Fire Fairy. Uh, he only had magic when he got the fairy spell, I think, and it cost like 107 magic or something like that. Uh, so it took a little bit to verify that those two were linked on his side, but it was definitely a time save.
Fairy was in a lower left. Sorry, the southwest corner of the east continent, or
Yep.
close to the southwest corner.
Yep. Yeah, it was Old Kasuto, basically all down in the southwest corner, which you never
Yeah.
went over to. Yeah, and it made sense for you to just go palaces. You'd seen VOD, you knew that you had all of the items and Fire Fairy to just go do palaces, so you didn't really need to go dig around too much for that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys sort of both of you were very pragmatic about when to start entering palaces. You're like, okay, we need items, and spells and stuff. And then when you had what you needed, you started going in. And also, both of you knew like, okay, I should have like 6 magic containers, and probably stop looking for more magic containers after that.
Hmm.
And so both of you did very well in terms of finding that right balance. Because if you look for items and spells and stuff for too long, it can really cost you. And if you go into palaces early, it can cost you too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Sigil thought was up with P4. I don't know. We still don't know why he noped out of P4. Because he should have been able to do it.
Yeah, you guys had, I think, basically the same inventories at that point, and yes, it was certainly beatable for you guys. But well.
So that goes to a game 3, huh?
Yeah, game 3 here is. We'll look forward to that whenever you guys get that on the schedule. Hopefully, we'll be able to restream it if people are available. I know personally that I've got about 10 zillion things happening, so it may not always be a possible. So, but we'll try our best to get it on if we can. And
You are
good luck
the
on that.
shining star of Zelda restreaming star.
But
I
yeah.
don't know. There'd be like half as many games on these channels that are Zelda related, if not for you, I think.
Yeah. In any case, yeah. Thanks. Big shout outs here to our runners as well, Fun and Sigil. Thank you to Nightcrawler for joining on comms and for helping me a bit with the tracking there.
Oh, yeah, of
I'm
course. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be back with you. I know it's been a bit since 10 billion things happening. But I think I'm pretty much out of questions for Vaughn, and I don't know if you have any other comments or questions, Nightcrawler.
Nope. I think we're good. Any last thoughts, Fawn? You got a couple seconds to type it in, I think. No problem. No problem, Vaughn, for
Always a
the
pleasure to
second
get you
restream.
on. And thanks to everyone in chat for watching, of course. So in that case, that'll be it here for us for now. If you want more Zelda 2 action, we're going to raid shortly over to Mirai, who is doing a VOD restream on his personal channel of the race between Slamu and Pickles from a couple days ago. That's from the Speed Gaming Live tournament. And then speaking of SGL, there will be a match over on Speed Gaming Main for the SG Live tournament. That'll be at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, including the 15-minute delay. So in a little over an hour and a half between the winner of Pickles and Slamu versus Gob. So you guys can go over and check that out in a bit. But for now, you guys, so I put the link to the ZSR channel schedule in the chat, and then you can go see the Speed Gaming Z2R schedule at that link. And we'll have more matches coming up throughout the week, of course, on this ZSR as well. I've got a Link to Past Randomizer Cross Keys match at midnight tonight. That is not a typo, which will be here on this channel as well, between PH and Telethar. We also got some Majora's Mask Randomizer, some Wind Waker Randomizer, and of course more Z2R Upstarts here on this channel. So keep an eye out for all that. But for now, that'll be it here for us. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.